Well, thank you so much and much appreciation for tuning into Maisha Television. This is definitely Maisha Prime Women Talk, where real women engage. My name is Rida Chebet Karing, and today I have two special guests. One is familiar to many. Irene Mumbo Bushebi, a counselor, a church leader, and a woman leader. I can say she's also a mother, and she is a wife. Then next to me we have a new guest, Sarah Muridi. She's also a wife and a mother of two sons. I forgot to mention Irene is a mother of four. She has daughters and also she has a son. So Sarah Muridi is a wife and a mother of two sons. She's also a business lady, and she is, I can say, a manager of Summit Supermarket. We have a branch in Webuye and also in Kimilili, that is in Bungoma County. She is also a church leader. She is a chairperson of PCEA St. Mark Malava. So those are my guests. We have Irene Mobushebi and also we have Sarah Muridi. My name is Rida Chebet Karing. Engage with us: Facebook, Maisha Television Kenya; Instagram and Twitter at Maisha TV KE; and also YouTube Maisha Television Kenya, and our phone number is there 0746999841. Na kabla sijaendelea, nawashukuru sana watazamaji ambao wamekuwa kutuma jumbe zao. We've been talking about domestic violence. Na I've come to realize that wanaume ndo wanaumia. Wanawake wanakuwa haraka kupiga kelele, but based on the views and the messages from our viewers, wanaume wana complain. And complaints ambazo zimekuja sana, I think that is what we're going to focus on today, is about the relationships between the families, familia mwanaume na ile ya mwanamke. So let's talk today about the extended families, because you have the family of the husband and also you have the family of the wife, na pia ile familia yao sasa ambao wana watoto. So men are complaining that their wives are trying to remove the connection with their husbands' families. Do you agree with that, and what is your take on that? Let me start with Irene.
Yeah, I know there is that disconnection that is always there, because as human beings, always we react to anything that comes in and is not something that we are used to. So when the woman, that is the lady, comes from her family and then she joins our family as the husband, you know, she's like she's come from outside. And whenever she tries to do anything, then it will be like whatever she's doing is something that is strange to us because we are not used to her. And then again, she'll also want to try to connect her family to this family one way or the other, because she feels that if she's not connecting these two families, it means she's also dislinked from her family. So you find that this is an area where we have a lot of push and pull. And yes, we can say that there is that disconnection that is trying to be there, because when this lady realizes that maybe when she tries to fix in herself or her family, everybody is not right with that, then you find that she's trying to now bring the husband closer to her and lock out the other family, that is the family of the husband, and tries now to bring in her family so that she feels at home when she's at her home, you know, with her people around her, you know, rather than having this other family, which is the family of the husband. So that dislinking is always there. But I think as we continue in the program, we are going to realize that, you know what, there is something that we really need to do that will help us to connect the two families.
Good point there. And now to you, Sarah. Wanaume wana complain that wanawake wanajaribu ku disconnect their new families now, which they have formed, with the family of the husbands.
Okay, sure, I agree, because like Irene said, you're coming into a new family, you are the stranger here, and there is a way this family does its things. Let me say, there are boundaries of this family, and when a lady comes in here, the first thing she would wish to do is, I'm married to this man. So what am I going to do? I'm going to associate with the boundaries so that I may have this man to myself. The moment you do that, you are making sure that these people are not connected like they were connected before. But I believe there is a way in which we can blend and fit in this extended family without even breaking the relationships that were built there before you got into that family. Yeah.
And how may raise another point there. There is a way that you can break without you can bond without breaking the relationship that was there previously. How can families make this bond stronger to ensure that they don't break the bond, maybe kwa familia ya mama ama kwa familia ya baba? Acha nianze na Sarah, then to Irene.
There's a way of not breaking the bond. More so when I talk about familia ya mzee, when mama ameoleka madiza and has gotten married into mzee. When you get there, your attitude matters a lot. Your mindset. How have you got into that family? Have you gotten married to that family with another person's mind? Because you had my in-laws are bad. So you're going there knowing that your in-laws are bad. You've not even given time to learn about this family. So go there with the right attitude that now, this is my family, it's my new family. Embrace it. Learn their weaknesses, learn their strong points. Remember that our son is attached so much to the mother, and this is where the conflict of interest comes in. The mother feels this girl is stealing away my son, and this girl feels my mother-in-law is stealing away my husband. He's mine. Okay, you can bridge that very nicely, comfortably. What was your husband doing to the mother before you came in? Were they talking on the phone for 1 hour before you came in? Allow it to go on. Don't break it. Was he sending usaidizi to the mom? Let it continue. Because at the end of the day, you're not losing much. And she's your mom. When you go to visit her, go with just one intention, love. Because love breaks every barrier. Learn what she loves. Does she love tea? Cook for her. And take it together. Your husband and your mom. And when you do that, your mom is going to have faith in you. Oh, this girl didn't come to steal my son. But the moment you get there full force, I'm not married to this family, and this is my husband. You will not be talking to your mom on that phone for 1 hour. What do you tell each other with your mama? And I am here. She's talking to me. Why should you keep buying her new clothes? And you are not buying me? Let the son continue buying for the mother. It will reach a point, and the son is going to see, wow, my wife is not a complainer, so I can also now stop taking care of so much of my mother. Let me now give attention
to her,
to my wife. You've just done it very coolly. You will not even bulldoze. But the moment you get into a family, na umeenda na hiyo attitude yenye nimesema, watajua ni mimi nioleka huku mimi kusema. I'm telling you, lose it the first day. Their sisters will rise against you. And even the mother will tell them, msichana tumeletewa hapa na kuambia ni mbaya. She's doing 1, 2, 3. But the moment you allow the relationship to go on, your mother-in-law will be kuteterea and you should be saying, no, you people ni nzuri, you wabaya. Learn to understand her. She's the best daughter, I know that we have. And that's why I said there is a way in which you can merge these families. You got into that family and you thought that the extended family solely msaada unataka kwa bwanako. Don't cut it immediately. Allow it to continue. But this time there will be a limit because you are there. Know why these people are coming for help from your husband. Is it because they are not well able? Or is it because it is a culture that was into to them? Whoever has is one to support the ones who do not have. If you come to understand the force behind it, there's how you can work on it. You can also empower them and you tell them, today I'm giving you a sack of maize. Do not go and eat the whole sack. You can sell like gorogorotano.
Yes.
You get?
Start something.
And then when you sell the gorogorotano, have something to plant. Because you also have a shamba. So when you plant, have faith, it will grow, and you are going to harvest like we are doing harvesting. Because actually we are not very different. The energy we have, we all have it. The brains we have, you have them. So give and give with a limit, but don't get in there and break that relationship of helping the extended family. If you do it, due to the solution, you've realized you're captivating. And these are not captivating. Why are they not captivating? Because they don't have the skills. Empower them with the skills. They don't have seeds. Empower them with the seeds. Could be they cultivate, but wakicultivate season moja imekauka yote. Hakuna mvua. And then they say, next time I'll not cultivate. Encourage them, motivate. Could be you have gone there as a motivator, you as a wife. Motivate you through your husband. Don't go direct. Tell your husband. But then your brother, I can see my brother-in-law is still trying hard to cultivate that, but like he lost hope. Tell him that there's hope. Try one, try twice, and at that time you're going to harvest 10 bags. So motivate. And you see that the extended family also is going to believe in themselves. Could be somebody didn't make them believe in themselves, or could be somebody tried. I didn't know parents even at times we kill the abilities in our children. Umeenda kufarm na mama anakuja na kuambia hata ukijaribu sana kama umebarikiwa kama ndugu yako sasa ukijaribu you do nothing.
Out of
that hard. So you as a wife who is knowledgeable, ask your husband to motivate these extended family so that they stop fully depending on you. If discussion they don't have for startup, why don't you chip in? Because you are gifted. You know, when even the Bible says they had that gifted, is on that received. So if you have that principle, give without complaining. And when you give, you not forever give. Because you give and this person multiplies what you have given. So that's why I said there's a way we can be able to live with our extended family without conflict.
Wow, such a nice point there for the women or wives who have been facing rough time with their mother-in-laws, sana when mother-in-laws, maybe there is one or two things you're not doing based on Sarah's point, so make sure you get that. And now to you, Irene.
I think she's touched on most of the things that we really need to do so that we don't break this bond. And basically what she's been saying is a sacrifice to see that everything works out right. And when you look at this is what we call love now. And so when you go to that family and think that love is that everybody will just be showering you with good things and always talking good things about you, praising you, I think that's a wrong motive. So we should go there realizing that we need to even sacrifice much more. That is, we need to love them more. As you say, if your husband used to talk to the mom for like 1 hour or 2 hours, please, you're going to let it. Hata kama wewe unataka kuongea na yeye, you will allow him. And you know that is a sacrifice. If mama used to love this boy maybe making tea for her in the morning, then you have to allow him go there, make tea, and they can even sit down and take this tea. When he comes back at your place, he'll say that, you know what, he's a chai. So what you need to do is, you have to understand that, and please utamwambia akunywe kidogo yako, lakini utajua amekunywa chai. And she just talked about something like, as he continues doing this, he'll reach a point where he'll realize that I've done so much to my mom, I need to, slow down and think about my wife as well, you see, because you've applied the sacrifice to him. Because I know any other girl who has come from their place and really wants the husband here, when such things starts happening, and especially if you maybe are sharing the same compound, I think there'll be a lot of push and pull. But if you're going to sacrifice, that is, you love, then these things will happen. But if not, I tell you, break easy bonds kila mahali. Because automatically, the moment you're not going to do it right for this boy, the mother, he will also not do it right to your mother down there. So if you want this done to you, as we are mentioning from the Bible, then remember, you should also learn to do it to somebody else. So if you've done it to him, then expect that whether it takes forever, he will do it to you. Because it is something that is written and it must come to pass. So maybe not to venture so much about this, but I think that is what you need to do. Basically, you have to do the sacrifice because that is love that family. Whether they are how, that is how you're going to love them. Because you had loved them. It's a big deal. And then the daughter and the father is also a big thing. So remember, when you come here, the son was automatically attached to the mother. So that is where the biggest problem comes in. Because, you know, the mother still feels, this is my son. You still feel, this is my husband. So I need him. Now where? So you have to learn to divide him into two. Minus, you know, making him into two pieces, you see. So this is where now the lady or the girl who is married in this home should realize that the mother is her mom in the first place. So if you learn that, first of all, it will help you to carry away this day. Because otherwise it will not be easy. As we just mentioned, you know, the boy is attached to the mother. Whether you do what, there is somehow how you tend to feel that this boy is getting too much of the mother than me. And if you'll stick onto that and not see the bigger picture, you will not get it right. So what you need to do is to learn this and then try to see which are the small ways into which you can get into this mother's heart also, so that you and the son stick into her heart. You see? Yeah. Because otherwise, how are you going to make it come to pass? So you have to make sure that you also connect yourself to the mother. Look into these small things that the husband is doing for the mother. And especially when you're just married. You know, that is the time when you don't have the kids. So there are things you can do. Like I was saying, the mother was used to the boy going and making her breakfast. So can you go, the two of you, make breakfast there, mkunywe hiyo chai, alafu utoke huko kama umeridhika. But if you'll sit at home and say, wacha aenda tengeneze hiyo chai, tutakutana, you will lose it. Because atakuja amefurahi, ametoka kwa mamake asubuhi. He's, you know, ni kama ndama ametoka kunyonya. You know, he's very jovial. Na huku umefura. What will he do? Anaingia mara moja na shower, amevaa nguo, ametoka ameenda job. You're there. Narudi jioni bado umekasirika, ameenda kwa mama yake, amekula sapa. So who is losing? You. So you have to look for a way. And to which you're also going to fix yourself into the mother's heart, so that this thing can move on. Rather than just complaining, and just as Sarah did mention, we just come into somebody's home and start thinking of this thing that everybody was telling us, that the mother-in-laws are always not good. My friend, you lose it. Go there with your own formula now. Make something different from what every other person is saying, and you'll get it right.
Well, thank you so much. Sarah, what is it that mother-in-laws and daughter-in-laws fight for? Because hiyo ni complain ambayo imekuwa sana, hadi penye natoka umeunda wimbo ya mother-in-law na daughter-in-law, mwache kugombana and have peace.
The only complain or compete for one thing, that is this man. This man who is a son, and this man now who is a husband, and this man now who has become a father.
Yeah.
Like we had mentioned earlier, there is this attachment of the son to the mother. Now the mother feels, my son has gone to that other woman. And now the wife now feels, my husband is not remaining with this other woman. But you can strike a balance. You who has been married into this family, strike a balance. Not that you thought this young man has been carried for 9 months by this mother, has been brought up by this mother. Church diapers for him, taken to school, done barba every day. First employment is the mother who feels that can get that employment, or could be the mother has or look for that employment that he's enjoying. And now the mother feels, now my loving son is leaving me. All the good things that was done to me, they will not be done to me. So it's insecurity of the mother towards the son. And on this other side, we're having a girl that's been married, having insecurities because she doesn't want to share the love with the mother-in-law. But you can make work easier for you, or things easier for you. When you get married to this young man, know that you have gotten married to the mother. In a way. In a way. And so far study, what does this son do for the mom? Be part of it. Happily. Like I really said sacrifice and love, happily. If the son loves visiting the mother during the weekend, I do love going to have friends outside, party with your friends. Now I see you strike a balance. Who will sacrifice? Is it the love of your friends or the love of your husband? Because the moment you don't sacrifice for your husband, you lose him. So if he says, I want us to go visit my mom, tag along. Hata ndio utasema to get supermarket tununulie 1 2 3. So when you get to this home, the son is going to say, by the way, hii ni bibi yangu amekununulia. The doctor has bought for you. Hata sijui ni nini amenunua. But she was picking. And the mother is going to say, wow, this girl is appreciating me. So if she had begun forming another kamite, telling her that this daughter-in-law of mine is not good, she not start seeing another picture of another daughter-in-law. Kama Edia ameenda akafanya shopping akakuja, then it means I can trust her with my son.
That's true.
Because my son will not stop coming to see me. My son will not stop doing this shopping for me. It is still come. So if like we had mentioned earlier about the phone call, if the son loves talking to the mom, allow it. Kama alikuwa napigia simu na Friday at 9 and you are seated there, ngoja apigiwe simu na useme now salimia mom. Naona? And as time goes by, even your husband is going to see how much you love your mother. In at times the men do things deliberate. Sisi kama maijua.
Anajaribu kukupima.
Anajaribu kukupima. So kama wewe ni ule wa kupima unapimika in a wrong way, you'll be pushed to the wall.
Yeah.
If you like complaining, Irene, then make sure they do something to make you complain.
Yeah, it's true.
Make sure ukipimwa usipimike.
Yeah.
Pimika na wisdom.
Yeah, it's true.
Simu anaongea. Usikue tu tunamwangalia tu hivi unagojea
amalize saa ngapi.
Pia tu hiyo simu chini unamuuliza. Yaani mimi huwezi kaongea na mimi hiyo masaa yote, but your mother unaongea na yeye hiyo masaa yote. Just say, wow, I can see how you love your mom. Can I also call her and talk? Yeah, you begin on the phone.
Yeah.
And you also talk to them. Mother. So the story continues. So anytime that he's talking to the mother, keep part of that. If they are going to visit, keep part of that.
Yeah.
I don't complain about your mother to your son. Ever much you complain, these two are together, you call them together. They're not separated because you've come in.
Yeah.
No. In fact, even if you have a kind mother-in-law, she will say, "Wacha na yeye wa mwingine." So you see? So know that you never separate the two, and also let the mother-in-law know she will not also separate. She will never separate the two of you. Mambo yenu ndio itafanya muachane kama nyinyi ni wa kuachana. And the mother-in-law. So strike a balance. Love one another. Where you are. Let us not compete for love. Let us know how to share that love. If you are sharing it through talking. And remember who is the best advisor of your husband. It is your mother.
Yeah.
So if you want to begin a business as a husband, whom do you first call? Your mom. And then me, I'm the second fiddle here. I might even not know you called your mom, but as we go home in those gatherings, your mom might be kind enough to tell me, by the way, Moredi told me, unataka kufungua kazi gine Kitale.
Yes.
Could be Sarah wasn't told. But instead of making a huge thing out of it, or making a mountain, why don't you say, wow, I can see you shared with your mom. Next time, why don't you be kind enough to share it with me before you share it with her, so that when I go and we are talking with her, she does. I don't look like a fool. I'll be reading from the same script.
Yeah,
and we are together here. Please, you see, such a no surprise.
That's true.
That mom knows.
I don't know.
And if it happens, if there is that girl whose tempers flares very up, ataona kwa mimi sipendwi, anapenda tu mama yake. Kwa sababu mambo yangu ya familia yote kwanza na pia
mama yake.
So, it is good that even the husband knows how to strike a balance. You married her. The Bible says you've gotten a helper. What type of a helper are you talking about when you go back to the Bible? We help in mawazo. I'm not just there to wash utensils or to clean your clothes or to clean after your messes. I'm there to help you in whatever you do.
You do, yeah.
If you decide to start a business, share your mind with me. That's I'm here to help you. I can also give an idea, although it might look silly at times. Don't tell me it is a silly idea. Listen to it.
Yes.
If you can implement it. If you cannot, don't. But at least you have given me a hearing ear.
Yeah.
and I'll say I'm appreciated. That I'm just going to talk to your mom, yet I'm here. You forgot I'm here.
Yeah, maybe kuna mwanamke pale msichana ambaye moleka and already things are tougher. Ajui alikosea wapi, maybe some of the things you mentioned, maybe alikuwa anataki mzee akuwe na ile relationship na mama yake, amesharibu vitu. How can you advise her to how will they or how will she handle this and ensure that that relationship between the mother, the son and her imerudi kuwa nzuri? Let's start with Irene.
Okay, I think the very basic thing about when you find yourself in a mess is to forgive yourself because of what you did, and then learn to also forgive other people, because I know when somebody messes up, it means it was because of the two people who were together. So pengine yule mwingine alimsababisha kukosea. So this is where we start from. So start by forgiving yourself. Forgive those people you feel that maybe they made you do this. Even those people who talked to you and told you that ukienda kwa mother-in-law kuwa hivi na hivi. So start by forgiving them because they advised you wrongly. And then come back to now what we've been saying. Is there that point where you remember you didn't do things right? You know, when they were talking through the phone, you were like, I don't want to hear this again, and you moved away, and that is how everything started going wrong. So please, can you go back there? Ask for forgiveness from your husband, and even if possible, maybe because of that you even messed up your mother-in-law. Maybe you went to her and told her, siku hizi wewe ndio unajua kuongea na, you know, so and so. Unajua. So go back to her and ask for forgiveness. I know somebody is saying, how can you dare do that? Pengine your mother-in-law ni ule atakusomea kutoka kwa mguu mpaka kwa kichwa. And I think basically that is the same thing even your mother would do to you. If you messed up and you're going back for forgiveness, I know what mothers can do. So they will start na kukuambia kila kitu vizuri. You know, so can't you accept that and then, you know, go back to the right place? So please, go back to them, talk to them, and be friends to them, as we've been advised. Maana usipofanya ile relationship to come back, then know that still nothing will happen. Because don't just be doing this on the outside. Ukitry kuwa please kwamba at least tumerejeleana. Let it come from your heart that I want this relationship to be as good as it's supposed to be. And then if it starts from your heart, it will not have a problem with you out here. So you'll find that everything you're doing it out of your heart. And everything done from the heart is always easy to cope with. So wherever you messed, you know. So go back and make it right according to our advices that we've just given you. So forgive yourself, forgive those people who gave you the wrong advices. Go back to those people you messed up. You can talk to them, or you can make those things that you've not been doing right to them, make them right now. You know, if ujai enda kwa mama ukamwoshe hata manguo zake, you can go there, make that day laundry day, and enda sugua ukuta za huko. They lose, make sure they are clean. You know, hata huyo mama atashanga. Even if she wants to send you away, when she looks at everything sparkling white, she will just look at you and give a sigh of relief and say that something has happened, you know. Yeah, because they'll realize that at least there is how you are growing up, you're maturing from who you used to be, you know, because these things happen. Sometimes you didn't know about this, maybe how you were brought up back at home. So you thought everything that is how it is. But now, please, you've come to a different place. Can you administer a different thing all the same so that you can be at the right place? Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much. And now to you, Sarah, how can you advise a lady or a woman, a wife out there, mwenye tayari ashamensili relationship and the mother-in-law?
Okay. Thank you yourself. Where did I mess up? Or where did I go wrong? At the moment you realize that you went wrong, do what many don't like doing, apologizing. Just first apologize within yourself. You can talk to yourself and say, Sarah, you know, when you got married into this family, one, you were very harsh to these people. Say sorry to yourself. Because just gonna heal. And when you apologize to yourself, go knock your husband with all humility. Because usianzie kule juu. Nimekea kabisa.
Sana.
Namwambie, my dear husband, I know I've wronged you since you married me. It was not my intention. And I've realized my mistake. I don't want to soldier on in a new relationship now. We forget the past. Will you kindly forgive me? I believe if the husband is good, of course he's going to forgive. And when you are forgiven, do not go back to the old habits. Start a new life. So, meanness.
Yeah.
And then when you ask for forgiveness from the husband, asking him to take you now to the mother. Tell him, I'm sure I've wronged your mom, which were not my intentions. Nikawivu tu, alikuwa kameingia. Na nako kawivu, it was like Irene is saying, out of maturity. Now I've matured. So take me to my mom, and I want to talk to her, and I want to ask forgiveness. When you go there, mothers are not bad. They're not. So she'll listen to you and ask for forgiveness. Like a dazzle, like whatever you did, do not repeat it once more. Let it go. And then you must show that you have changed. Like Irene said. Igia kitchen kama mama nataka kaugali, don't wait to be told by your husband when you say I like the pika. You know you own now that home. You know young girls when you get married to these sons, we become now the owners of that family. Because I believe their sisters who have gone out married there, they are also going to be the owners of those families. So now you become strangers. That means not strangers, visitors. So they find Misa at home. It is Minda who knows how the cabinet is. Where is sugar? Where is salt? So go to that home, cook for your mother. Good food. Eat it together with your son and with your mother. So when she brings up a topic, also just come into that topic. Because could be she's gauging your temper here now. You know we are tested in all levels. So partake of that topic or that story that is going on. And as you partake of that story, you're going to learn more of one another. Kujua hapa, huyu mtoto wangu hapendaki nisema hivi au nini. And now that I've asked for apology, do not repeat the same mistake. Move on. Kama wewe ni mwenye ulikuwa unasema, nimeoleka huko mimi niende nimuoshe maguo. Mimi siwezi, wataandika yaya. Please, she's your mother. Like you used to wash your mother's clothes in your home before you left it. Come here and wash your mother's clothes very nicely. If you used to cook tea, waking up very early in that morning before you got married, do it here. She will never feel like you are still the old person. So ukigia uligia na kitabia, kulala, unachukua kozi zote, unamka saa 4 siku kwako. So she prepares for you tea. Not do the opposite of what you used to do when you were young, in that marriage. Wake up early, set up for you already have cooked tea. And by the way, marriage is sweet. Mother-in-laws are sweet. Mine passed on last year and so rest in peace. But she loved me like her own daughter. I loved her like my own mother. Moredi constructed a home for me in our shags back in Muranga. We didn't construct a kitchen. We used to share the same kitchen with my mom-in-law.
Wow.
So that I don't break the board that I found there. Of them cooking tea with their mother. I still get that home set up where I take tea as a family. So when we go there, we find ourselves only our mom-in-law. We just cook tea together. Take it from her own table room. Tukimaliza ndio mimi naenda kwangu kupumzika. So when you apologize, now begin doing like that. Mnapika chai, just take it together. Wow. Of love.
Wale ambao mnapanga kuenda kuoleka maybe or maybe you're already there and your relationship with your mother-in-law was shaking. Make sure you pick something from